In this video, we're going to learn to use the option to import assets, which is found under the Tools drop-down menu. Just scroll down to find Import Assets, which is often compared to or similar to import designs, generally because both of these are a .ast file. The difference is you'll use import designs when you're receiving a collection of embroidery designs that you want to install in your Floriani software, and you will use import assets when you're receiving special files like fonts and or custom shapes to install into your Floriani software. And so today we're going to click on import assets, and you'll see a window will open up which will allow me to browse to any folder of my computer where I may have saved an asset file. And so in this case, I have some asset files saved in my downloads folder, and I have two of them. They are both .ast files. One of them says designs from Trevor, and I'm going to need to use the import designs tool to use that one. But this one says fonts and shapes from Trevor, and that is the one that will work with the import assets tool. And so I'll go ahead and select on the correct file and say open. And what happens is a window opens up to show you what you are receiving, and you can take control of the process. So notice if I click the arrows beside fonts, I can see that there are two new fonts in this asset file, and they would be installed into my program because they are checked off. If I decided I didn't want them, I could uncheck them. There's a new thread chart. It looks like I already have it because it is highlighted in pink and automatically not checked. If you thought that you already had a thread chart that you made that had the same name and this was actually a different one, you could click here to change the name and make it my 48 number 2 or something like that, and then check, and now it would get included. The final thing in here would be under custom shapes, and you can see that we're going to receive a cool black cat and a California bear, although I noticed the black cat's spelt kind of funny, and so I'm going to go ahead and just fix that before I install it. And so at this point, and now I know that black cat number 14 I already have, so perhaps I'd like to change that to a number 15. And now everything seems perfect and ready to be installed, and so I will click OK to install those things. And so now I will have new custom shapes. If I look in my custom shape library, there will be black cat number 15 right here, as well as if I click in here and scroll down, there'll now be a cool California bear. So those are two new custom shapes that I just received. And if I click on my text tool to create new text, you'll find that in your fonts list, you now have two new fonts. One says Ball Brown and one says Alexios. So whatever, I chose not to include Alexios. So notice that that one was not actually installed. And so this is how it works. You have the ability to under your tools menu to choose import assets, and essentially any person who owns the full Floriani FTCU software has the ability to export assets to share with their friends, whether that be custom shapes that they've created, fonts that they've created, color palettes, hoops, and so much more. And so this is how you can import them. Simply use your tools drop-down menu, choose import assets, browse to the file, select that file, and say open. Once it's open, you can inspect everything that's included, and notice that ball bound is now red because all of these things already exist in my computer. I could uncheck the cat because I already got it, fixed its name, but this time we'll install the Alexios into the program. And so this is how you can use the import assets function in the Floriani software. And I encourage you to also watch the video on import designs just to help clarify how they're different and how you can use it to import embroidery designs also.